Hey, how's it going, fellow Trojans, loyal vassals, boys, girls alike? It is I, Orler Figmori, here to show you a very unique looking figure. This is from Medico's line of figures, or what's the brand? Super.Action.Statues. And they make a lot of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure figurines, articulated characters from that series. And this is from because I first heard about it through this new anime called Ajin Demi-Human, but it is actually it is a anime adaptation, but it's originally a manga. And this is apparently the main character, and he turns into this thing, and I have no idea what it is. I just know it. I guess it's classified as an Ajin on the box, or where I got it from on Amazon Japan. It was under the name was a Kei Nagai version and Sato something version, and I assume the Sato is from the second head he comes with, which is very interesting. We'll get to in a bit. Really, I only have one bad thing to say about this figure, and it's the price. He's going for like $60. Normally, or 60, where it depends on where you look. I got this from Amazon Japan. It was like on my related search queue out of nowhere, so I decided to get him. I don't know if he's worth 60. I'd say more between 40 to 50. Because I don't know, there's not much to like justify the price, because he obviously, as you can tell, he doesn't really come with much paint application or much detail in the body, because he's like a very lanky character and he doesn't have no clothes. But most of the fun really comes with the articulation. Even if a person like me who has no knowledge of this character, he's a pretty fun character to pose in different situations with other characters. And I don't think I mentioned this, he is massive, like really tall. Like, see if because that probably one of the reasons, or the reason why I have him sitting down as in the cameras, because he wouldn't be in frame. As you can see here, he's like one big ass, one tall figure. See if I can stand him up straight and have him next to Beerus or Kinnikuman Soldier in the back there. Yes, as you can see, those two are 5-inch figures around, and even Beerus with his long ears barely reaches to his shoulders up here, his deltoids. Kinnikuman Soldier isn't really standing, so, but he'd probably reach up to his obliques right here. But he's a very tall, lanky figure. I'd say he's about 9 inches tall. That's just a guess. But he's just very, very unique and creepy looking. Let's just get a good look at his musculature. Nice obliques. I salute you for that. That looks good. Looking at them toes. Pointed toes. And then at the top of the head, he has this swirly looking thing, because these are actually these lines are actually supposed to indicate like I guess bandages, or he's wrapped around in bandages. I'm not sure what he's made of, but from the anime image that I saw of him when I looked it up, this character, the bandages actually are not supposed to be this. Well, I assume I only saw one image, but the bandages aren't supposed to be this tight around. Like, they're not supposed to be like wrapping around his body so tight. They're actually supposed to be like moving around those body parts, like they're their own separate entity kind of thing. Like, it's all swirling, because he kind of looks like a mummified kind of look. But from the images I saw, these bandages are actually supposed to be swirling around his body parts. I don't think it would have been able to. I mean, they probably could have done that on the figure, but it would have most likely hindered the articulation. I would not have liked it. Oh, that's a car passing by. I would not have liked it as much as I do now. So let's, by the way, he has no traps. I mean, he has traps, but he's like, what's going on here? And I will salute you on your gluteus maximus. That is very impressive. No pause. As far as articulation goes, which is where most of the fun is in this figure, he has a ball joint that is on a hinge. So without moving this part, as you can see, the ball joint doesn't really like do much for it, but the hinge is really where he gets most of the range. Then he has a ball joint at the neck. It feels like he can look this way better than this way. It's kind of like that, but he can get very, look at that, he can look straight down. That's really good. And I really love his shoulders. So I don't know what it is. I guess it's because it's like angled or something, but it feels like can't really describe it, but he does have the ability to get his shoulder across his body like that, and that is damn impressive. I love it. I love that. And he has double jointed elbow, and because of his lanky nature, he doesn't really have much muscles, biceps and whatnot. He's able to go all the way. Look at that. His fist is touching his shoulder. Look at that. And he can get it across his chest. That is freaking amazing. Look at that. I love that. Articulation at its finest. Let's see if he can get his face to touch his elbow. Kind of. Sort of. Not even figures can do that thing. But that is impressive. He has a ball hinge pegamajig at the wrist. Really the only, I guess, it's not really a negative or a nitpick, but he doesn't have too much of an ab crunch in the upper and lower waist, but it doesn't really matter. At least it's better than Figma Leonidas over there, which, by the way, he looks good on that Figma horse. I finally have a reason to use the Figma horse, but he has, I believe, a ball joint at the upper body focus. Let's see, there we go, like that. As you can see, he has quite an arch actually. That far, side to side, really good. And then a ball joint at the lower waist. Get that far down and that far back. Really impressive. I like it. Apologize if I sound like I'm whispering or talking quiet, but today feels like a good day. I might actually go out today. But the way the crotch piece is molded, the way it's like a oval or inwards like that, indented, it allows more range for the leg to go up, and because this isn't SH Figure Arts, he can't pull it down to get more range of movement. So instead they do this, and it's ball jointed, and he can get it pretty far up. Look at that. That is impressive. And you can easily get him doing crisscross applesauce, stuff like that. And you can move this side to side, so you can get different angles on his legs, or I mean his thighs. And he is double jointed at the knee. Very nice. This is actually a separate piece. It tends to come off. Well, not tends. That's not the word, but it did come off on mine once, only once, and it's not done it since. But I think I forgot what I was doing. But he has a ball hinge at the foot and a toe hinge right there. You can move this side to side and all that. So yeah, overall, I really love the articulation on this guy. It's very simple. He is not restricted in clothing, so he does what he can do, and it's really fun to pose him. That's where most of the fun is. And he also comes with very interesting accessories. Well, they're not interesting, but it's interesting because if you look at his fist, if I can focus, if you count his fingers, that's 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fingers on a fist. And what I believe the reason for that is because he comes with a separate set of head. And let's see if we can focus here. And they're supposed to be for a different character, I guess, which would explain why he has 6. So I'll just sort of show you the 5-fingered fist. It comes with these, I don't know what you call these, relaxed palmed 5-fingered fists. Right there. Here's more looking like he's about to ferally claw you. Put that on over here. And his original default 5 fingered fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. And for his other set of hands, which he does come with a little bit more, but it's only by 2. Here's the same relaxed palmed hands, but this time they're 6-fingered. Kind of see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6-fingered. Some clawed, about to claw your face out, similar to that one over there. So I can just show you quickly that I'm not lying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same hand, but they are 1 extra finger. And as you already saw, his 2 fists, 6-fingered fist. He comes with this what looks to be a finger pointing fist, but it's actually to hold his gun, which I'll show you in a bit, and this cusping hand, which is to go along for this when he's holding the gun like that. Or you can have him holding his head like that. I don't know. You can be creative. Here's his gun. Nothing crazy, but that detail on the little texture, you can kind of see it. It's pretty good. Who's honking their horns? Here's someone's honking their horns. And he also comes with the biggest... Oh wait, no, I didn't show you the best part. Where's his head? Hold on. I had it. Here they are. So he comes with other sets of head, and I assume it's for the Sato version, because on the box it said Kei Nagai version and Sato something version. And I can only assume that's a different character. And here's his separate head, which looks like a flat head. And I don't like it. It looks dumb. I'm sorry, but this looks really dumb. It kind of, you know what this looks like? It looks more like it just looks like he kind of like fell on his face like this. He went splat, and then his face got smushed in like that. That's what that looks like. So there's this, and this also comes with this freakish thing. What is this thing? What am I looking at? But I will admit, the paint application on this is actually pretty impressive. You can get a good look at his insides. His teeth. That's pretty good. Nice and clean. But yeah, you can obviously tell by the smooth part right here, it's supposed to be this part right here. And it just looked very weird. I mean, I like this head. I like both the default head and this head. Not so much this head. It's very unimpressive to me anyways. But that's the head, and finally, where's the stand? I had a stand. Where's his gat? Oh, here it is. He comes probably with the... Let me just move this aside. Move this aside. He comes with the biggest stand I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Even for a scaled figure, this is impressive. You can also take it apart if you want. I'm not exactly sure the reasoning. Well, no, I have a hunch. Probably if they expect you to buy a second figure to display him with the other head, you can probably get his other stand and put these 2 stands together with the peg on it, and you can have them fighting aerial fights and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's for the reason. Because Super.Action.Statue has this feature for their other JoJo figures, where you can take off their stand. I'm not talking about their stand, because if I'm not mistaken, they have these entities called stands. I'm talking about this stand, not the other stand, not to be confused. Yeah, moving on. But there's this guy. Even without knowing any knowledge of this guy, he's a pretty fun figure to have. I don't think he warrants the $60 price range, but I guess they got to use that extra. All that extra money goes to that extra plastic that they'd be putting in this guy, because he is a 9-inch figure, and that's quite a bit of plastic. Even though there's not much paint application, I don't know if in my personal opinion, I think he should be between 40 and 50. Yeah, but that is Kei Nagai. Very fun figure to pose around. Unique situations. It definitely helps that he has no expression on his face, so You can get him in a lot of different poses and it wouldn't really matter. You can get creative. Speaking of which, I can't wait till the SH Figuarts releases their male or female body artist figures or what artist, I don't know, those figures that are, they should be arriving in like a couple of weeks. But there's this guy. You think this review's over, Mr. Creepy Guy? Wait, I mean, you're supposed to yes. Okay, there you go. All right, see you later.